welcome back to my channel. It's the end of January and that now means monthly favourites from yours truly. I did this before like a year or so ago and it never really caught on. I kept forgetting to film them, I kept forgetting to write down what I'm using. It was not a good time. But now I'm a bit more organised. I'm going to start up with monthly favourites once again. So leave your comments below of the things that you liked, if you want to try any of these. Basically, this is mini reviews of everything I've loved through the month, from beauty to hair, skincare, TV shows, books, anything. So guys, let's get into January favourites. First of all, I want to apologise for the state of my hair. I film on a weekend because I work full time. And today I stupidly thought, I know what I'll do. I'll try a hairstyle I never tried before. And I tried to do the Jen Atkin wavy girl, cool girl style thing with my straighteners. And it just looked, my hair has just gone wild. So I've tried my best to tame it, but we are where we are. So my very first favourite is something I've had for a while, but never really reached for. And this month I have been going nuts for it. And it is the Dior Quint. And it's the Atelier of Dreams collection. They brought out, I want to say in 2021, maybe for Christmas. And this one is the number 739 House of Dreams. Now, as an eyeshadow quint, it doesn't look the most exciting, but, oh, sneak peek. It doesn't look the most exciting, but do you know what? This is the most reliable palette. So what I tend to do is I tend to use the lighter shades, these two all over the lid, this in the inner corner and blend it through, and then this in the middle. The peachy tone I don't really use that so much, but do you know what? Every time I wear this, I'm just always amazed at how much I love it and how beautiful it is. It's really understated. It doesn't take any effort to make it work. As you can see by the B-roll, everything blends together beautifully, but it just gives a really, really pretty finish to any makeup that you're wearing. I usually rock it with a mauvey lip, like Soar by MAC or Cream in Your Coffee by MAC, like a really neutral. It's when you've got 5 minutes to get ready and you haven't got time for Pat McGrath or Natasha Denona, you just want to go slap something on and leave. This Quint had my back the whole of January and I love it. I got the Zendo palette from Natasha Denona in the sale, in the Cult Beauty sale. It was £48. I'd been eyeing this for a while. It's just one of those palettes that's just so easy. It does everything I need it to. I love the greens in the collection. I love all the warm tones, the khaki, brown, green shade here. Everything in this palette is wearable, although it might look a little bit crazy. When you get it on the eye, it's just beautiful. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to shoot any B-roll. I should have done it this morning when I was getting ready, but I just didn't think. So today's look, which is this one, is, give that a second to focus, balance all over the lid. This one on the inner corner and blended through, and then this one on the lid itself. So 3 shadows all blended together really nicely to create a really simple, warm look. Very wearable for every day. Like I said, the colours in this do look a little bit wacky, but honestly, they are all so wearable there because they're so highly pigmented. They blend out really well. So when you put them on a brush, they don't apply that heavily coloured. They're just like really neutral. And again, I'm sorry, this is another Natasha Denona palette, but I'm just gonna be honest with what I've been using all month. This I actually picked up from eBay, and this is the Retro Midi palette. The Retro Mini palette is one of my favourite palettes of all time. It's only like 5 colours, it's very small. And weirdly, this colour story is nothing like it. So, anyway, I still love it. And it is a very pink colour story, but because it's cool tone pinks, I am here for it. As you can see, I've gone in, when I bought this from eBay, the girl had literally used 2 shades, so all of the dents you see are mine. But honestly, again, with like the Dior Quint, it just gives you the most beautiful, effortless looks. I don't have to think about it. And I haven't used the same shades all the time, But even like this colour mod, this really bright white, I've been using that on the inner corner and just kind of pulling it up here to kind of make my eyes seem a bit more wider set. And then I use this one as like a crease colour, just like really to deepen the crease. And all the shimmer shades are beautiful as a lid colour, but then these sort of crystal shades work well on top of everything. It's just beautiful, and it's really cool toned, so I'm here for it. Same as the Dior Quint, really cool toned, really easy to use. And I got this on eBay for 30 quid, and like I say, £64 usually, so I was a big fan of that saving. This trio is not new to anybody on my channel. You guys know I love Pat McGrath, and this is the Divine Blush and Glow Trio in Amber Allure. And when I show you these colours, you're gonna go, oh my God, they're so bright. But when they apply so well. The blush I'm wearing today is this middle colour. And honestly, it's just amazing. So the colours we have are Venus Nectar, Paradise Venus, and then Love Struck is the highlighter, which I have now hit pan on, which is very sad. And the reason this has had so much use this month is because I have been using these 3 palettes. So with a sort of warm coloured palette, like an orangey, I've been using the middle blush. With the pinky ones, I've been using the pink blush. So I haven't got to have millions of different palettes everywhere. I just have this one palette that's got a pink, a bronzy blush, and a highlight. Job's a good one. And I'm going to Amsterdam next month in February. So this month, so I will be bringing this because it's got everything that I need for a cheeky little weekend break. So that's great. Last makeup item, kind of in the Look Fantastic January sale. I am always on the hunt for a really good pencil brush or a smudge brush to kind of put shadow on the waterline of my eye, as you can see here. And as you probably saw by the video, this is the brush that I have been using. This is the Illamasqua smudge brush on, it's just called Smudge by Illamasqua. And on Look Fantastic, it was reduced from £22 down to £8. And as I am a Premier member, I get free PMP over £10. So I just picked up this, and I think I just picked up like a concealer or something that was like hardly any money. But honestly, no, I got 2 of these. Apologies, I picked up 2 of these because the deal was so good. And I just loved the look of the brush and how like dense this little bit is. It's just absolutely perfect for what I need it for. It picks up colour beautifully and it fits right into the eye area there. Just everything about it is just brilliant. I know it's a silly little brush, but when you have, you have a step in your routine that you can't really do without the right tools, when you find the right tools, they're brilliant. Everything I will have listed below, so feel free to have a look. I really hope that deal's still on at Look Fantastic because that brush is brilliant. Next up, hair. I've only got one hair thing because this has really stood out to me this month. Really. So my hair, as you can see, is fine. There is quite a lot of it, but what happens is when I get out the shower, it gets really knotty, like to the point where especially the back bit, it's like it just gets into a big massive ball of knot, and it takes me forever to brush it out. It hurts, it's a nightmare. So Kerotin very kindly sent me this. I work with them, and they always ask me what I want them to send me. So I asked for this because it is a hyaluronic acid detangling mist. I mean, I'm not being funny. If anybody needs this, it's me. And you can kind of tell even today, like, although that hairstyle was an absolute disaster, you can see how my hair is kind of, has that knotty kind of texture to it already. It kind of looks like a big ball of knot already. But this, when I spray this in my hair, honestly, like, it's just brilliant. I can't even explain. You spray it in, I spray it into the roots and the mid-lengths to ends, and then I just get my brush and it just brushes through. There's literally, I don't know what it does, there are literally no knots in my hair as soon as I've sprayed this. It's absolutely insane. So I will link it below. I have a discount code for you as well. But honestly, if you are a knotty hair girl like me, you need this in your life. It's absolutely amazing. Then we have a couple of skincare items. This one is what I got in my Kiehl's advent calendar, but I have used this before. I have had the full sizes of this, but you know when you just don't use something for a while and you get it back in your collection again and you realise how much you love it. This is the Kiehl's Creamy Avocado Eye Cream. Honestly, the texture of this, it's so thick and beautiful. I wear this at night. I don't apply it in the daytime. I only apply it at night. And it's just the heaviest eye cream in the best possible way. I just tap it all along my orbital bone and I just let it sink in. And honestly, when I wake up in the morning, my eyes just look really bright. They look really rested and like the fine, because obviously I'm 44, I have fine lines and wrinkles around my eyes and it is becoming a problem area for me. So what it says here, this creamy preparation with avocado oil gently moisturizes the delicate eye area. Our unique concentrated texture does not migrate into your eyes, tested under ophthalmologists and dermatologist control. Apply gently with fingertips along the orbital bone. Exactly what I do. Love it. I will definitely be investing in a full size of this once I finish this, but I mean, I've had this on the go since December and it is nowhere near finished. Like there is a lot of product in here for a little tester size that I got in the advent calendar. So big shout out to Kiehl's. Absolutely love that product and I just forget how great Kiehl's is, honestly. This one, I bought this to bump up the postage on one of my Look Fantastic orders, because again, I need to have minimum of £10. And this is the Burt's Bees Overnight Intensive Lip Mask. This has become, I mean, look at the dent I've made in it. This has become a little nightly ritual and a proper love in my life. So I always apply lip balm before I go to bed. Oh, it smells so great. I always apply lip balm before I go to bed. It's just a thing that I've always done. I don't understand why anybody would go to bed without doing that. I don't know. But this is just a really intensive lip treatment. I just love it. I don't need to use it just at night, obviously, but that's the time that I would be just laying there doing nothing and it just works. It is so cold here. In London today, we're not getting above 2 degrees. It's currently -2 and it is like 2:30 in the afternoon. So this has kept my lips from cracking all of this winter. This winter so far in London has been a little bit savage. Like we haven't had loads of snow or anything, but it's been so cold. And this has definitely saved my lips. So thank you, Burt's Bees. I will definitely be looking at more of your stuff. This is actually a bit of a game changer for me. Last up is the fragrance I've been reaching for the most in January. And this is the FM 993. If you don't know, I have partnered with them, with FM. I'm one of their ambassadors and I sell their perfumes. If you want a fragrance list, just drop me a line on Instagram. So this is a 5 out of 5 match for Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. If you know, you know. In the winter, in the dead of cold, when it's really, really, really cold, I love these kind of fruity fragrances. But the thing with this 993 and with Tom Ford's Bitter Peach is it's kind of masculine. So it's really peachy. It's almost like, do you remember back in the day in Body Shop used to have fuzzy peach shower gel? It's a bit like that, but with a bit of spice thrown in. Almost like cardamom. I'm going to put the notes here somewhere because I can't remember what they are. But it's definitely spicy. It's fruity, but it's grown-up fruity. It's not like you're not smelling like a teenager. Like one of my favourite smells for years was the Britney Spears Midnight Fantasy, or just Fantasy, but the Midnight Fantasy especially. And I always got compliments whenever I wore it, but when you hit like 42 or something and someone's like, what are you wearing? Like Britney Spears, you sound a bit of a div. And so I had to find some more grown-up fragrances. I could have lied, but I'm not a very good liar, so that would not have worked. But honestly, This fragrance is just everything. I mean, look how much is left of it. I have worn this. When I first started using it in like December, it was like up here somewhere. It's really gotten some use during the month. But yeah, I love anything fruity, anything with a bit of an edge to it, anything quite masculine. I do like a bit of a masculine fragrance. So that one is what I've been wearing through most of January, and I have been loving it. So when you watch this on the 29th of January, because obviously I film ahead of time, only about a week or so, but it will be my birthday tomorrow. My birthday is the 30th of January. And if there's one thing I'm really good at, it's buying myself gifts. And I do not scrimp on my gifts. I have a budget every year. I have a little splurge, and I just think, YOLO. You're only youngish once. So I bought myself, and this is I'm not gonna say vintage item because it's not at all. It is pre-loved, secondhand, whatever you want to call it. And I got it from eBay, and this is really bad because I already have one. So I'm just gonna show you and put you out of your misery. So, I bought myself the Gucci Soho Disco bag in the rose blush shade. I have this in black. This is one of my favorite bags ever because it's a crossbody, it's a shoulder bag, it does everything. And you know what? It holds an awful lot of stuff. This bag is just, it's just my favorite, and I wear the black one all the time when I go out shopping, when I just, you know, go out for shopping, go out for a dinner, something like that. This bag is casual. This colour is more casual than the black, but I always wanted this colour. But I went for the black first because it was my first luxury handbag purchase. I bought my black one from Gucci. It was my first ever luxury purchase bag for myself. And as soon as I bought it and started to wear it, I was like, God, I really want another colour. But it was very extravagant at the time to do that. Then Gucci discontinued this bag because it became very, very popular, almost to the point where it was a bit of an it bag. And I think Gucci don't like that. They like to keep everything a little bit exclusive. They don't want everybody to be wearing the same thing. So they discontinued it. This to me is a classic bag. Like, I don't see me not ever wanting this bag. I mean, I've had my black one for 5 years. I bought it in 2018, and God, that was 5 years ago. So I've had that black bag for 5 years, and it's still my most used bag for going out. This bag I bought mainly for spring, summer, for like dresses and denim jacket and that kind of like casual thing. But I love it. I got it on eBay, as I say. The lady that sold it to me was amazing. I've got all the original box, the original receipts, all of the stuff, or the original dust bag, but this dust bag is actually better quality. The Gucci one's just like satin. It's not very hard wearing. This one's like a really hard wearing material. So I prefer that one. I've got everything else up in the loft. And this bag I purchased from her for £100 less than it was when I bought mine. And I think for a discontinued bag, that is brilliant. I had it authenticated by eBay, so I know that it is genuine. I have a card to prove its authenticity. So eBay are really upping their game when it comes to pre-loved handbags. But this to me was a bargain. Should I tell you? I'm going to tell you. I paid £700 for it, all in. When I bought my black one, it was £810 or £808. It was just over £800. On the pre-loved market, the black one now goes up to £1,800. Now, I didn't buy a bag to sell it. I buy bags to love them and to wear them. I am not precious with my bags. I take them everywhere. I look after them, but I'm not precious. I will never sell these bags in a million years. I bought this to love, to wear. My one is a lot more worn than this. This has only been used a few times. Mine is really soft now. Because this bag is completely leather, it's still quite stiff, whereas mine's really squishy. So I can tell she hasn't used it much. So Welcome to the family. Next up is an audiobook. So this will come as no surprise to anybody, and I'm sorry if you're sick to death of hearing about him. I'm going to keep this very short because I haven't finished the book yet. But I have been listening to Spare by Prince Harry. And the reason I have it on audiobook is I bought a new phone, and with my new contract, I got to choose a perk, and one of them was 3 months of free of Audible. So with each month on Audible, you get a credit and you can buy like a premium book. So the first book I bought was the Prince Harry book. It's narrated by Prince Harry. I'm sure you've heard some of the excerpts. I will not go into any detail, but I'm really enjoying the book. I've always liked Prince Harry. I've always found him really interesting. I've always obviously really felt sorry for the two boys ever since their mum died, and obviously being British, you know, we know all about that story and we all have our own views on that story. And I found the book to be really interesting and very honest, very, you know, at times it was a bit cringy and a little bit difficult to listen to, but I do recommend it if you're at all interested in the royal family. Obviously, it's only one person's opinion, but, you know, I found it to be interesting. He's had quite a life, so let's just leave that one there, shall we? And then the TV show that I've been loving. And again, this is like the most oldest, terrible, just like TV show ever. But I have been loving The Golden Girls. I have it on Disney Plus. Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. And honestly, as a kid, I'm 44 now, so as a kid, my mum used to watch The Golden Girls and she would be roaring laughing, and I never got the jokes. Like, what's she finding so funny? This is like, just, you know, back then, for me, it was like three old women just ribbing each other, and I didn't get the jokes. But now, as a grown-up, I get the jokes. That programme was really quite raunchy, and the women in it are hysterical. Like, even though it's very dated, even though they are all, you know, apart from the mum who's meant to be a lot older, are in their 50s, and obviously the way people looked in the 80s in their 50s to the way they look now is incredibly different. But honestly, if you have Disney Plus, just give a few episodes a go. It is the funniest, most feel-good TV show ever. I think I'm on like series 8 or 9. I have been smashing through it at the gym. I've been watching it in the evenings while I've been cooking dinner and stuff. Like, it's one of those just really easy breezy half-hour comedies. Absolutely hilarious. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see all the Golden Girls memes I've been putting up and stuff like that. I have properly gone in this month because it's the most depressing month of the year, and we all need a laugh. So go off, watch the Golden Girls, live your best life. So guys, that was my January favourites. I really hope you enjoyed this video and that you'll stick around for this series. I'll post a new video at the end of every month as to what I've been loving, what I've been watching, listening to, all that kind of stuff. So if that's something you're interested in, don't forget to hit subscribe, and I will see you next week for another video. Thank you, take care. Got Love Struck, Paradise, no.